Welcome to the Comicstorian channel, where we take some of your favorite superhero-themed comic books, video games, and movies, and we break them down to help you understand what exactly is going on, why is this important, and what is so awesome about something such as Marvel Zombies. Today we're going to explain where the idea came from, what the story is even about, and what the comic book version of it even is. Because if you just watched Marvel's What If, you're probably wondering where that was inspired from. So let's get into this synopsis. Originally appearing when Reed Richards of the Ultimate Universe created a portal into Earth 2149, the Marvel Zombies series was written by Robert Kirkman of Walking Dead fame and was published in December 2005 to April 2006. Earth 2149 was infected by a mysterious hero that arrived in that universe. It was discovered to be the Century later, but the heroes were quickly infected and began to eat all of the humans that they could find. The series opens up with Magneto on the run from the zombies after destroying the portal that could lead back to the Ultimate Universe. He discovers that Forge and the Acolytes are alive on Asteroid M and tries desperately to get there. However, he is captured and killed by the zombified superheroes. At this time, the Silver Surfer arrives to inform the population of Earth that Galactus approaches to devour the planet. The Surfer is attacked by the zombies, who eat him and steal some of the cosmic power. In the comic, the first superheroes to get juiced up were Colonel America, Spider-Man, Luke Cage, Iron Man, Wolverine, Hulk, and Giant Man, and they set out to eat the rest of the zombies on the world in an attempt to feed their hunger, though they quickly discover that zombie flesh does nothing to squash their appetite. When the Acolytes return to Earth in search of Magneto, they discover a partially eaten Black Panther, who Giant Man has been keeping alive so that he could eat slowly. They manage to rescue the Black Panther and return to the Asteroid M. As Galactus finally arrives and is eaten by the power cosmic zombies, they also gain Galactus' powers and they become the collective known as the Galacti. Black Panther and the Acolytes finally return to Earth 5 years later, where they find it abandoned and they believe that the powerful zombies flew into space in search of food. Now in a distant galaxy, the members of the alien species all look up into the sky in fear of the coming of Galactus, but the Galacti Collective land and they begin to devour the population. However, this is not the full story of the Marvel Zombie universe. Much more happened before Ultimate Reed Richards arrived, and much happened afterwards. You see, after dying, Ash Williams of Evil Dead fame found himself in the afterlife, but he's attacked by a being known as the Century who was sent there by the Watcher, Uatu. Ash Williams was knocked into another reality and appears in Earth 2149, and it is there that he tries to warn the Marvel superheroes about a Deadite invasion from Evil Dead. They do not listen, and the plague quickly begins to spread over the Earth. Ash works alongside several different heroes as he searches for the Necronomicon. Once he finds it, the Book of the Dead informs him that this infection isn't Deadite in origin, and it is Dr. Doom that eventually sends Ash away from Earth 2149. In the book Marvel Dead Days, we see that the virus has spread to cover the entire Earth as the remaining heroes try desperately to hold off the zombie hordes. The Resistance works with the last remaining shield carrier, led by Nick Fury. However, the heroes fall one by one during the war as the smartest minds in the superhero community search for a cure. The heroes begin to lose, and it is Reed Richards who finally decides that the zombies are actually the purest form of life. He injects himself and the rest of the Fantastic Four, and he attacks the remaining heroes. Tony Stark has begun to create a device that would allow the survivors to escape to other realities, but Nick Fury decides that this is the only way for the zombies to infect the multiverse and destroys it in the end. With the last hero fallen, Zombie Reed decides that he will rebuild the device so that they can spread the gospel. 40 years pass with the Galacti Collective devouring the universe, and they finally return to Earth. Now on Earth, T'Challa now rules New Wakanda, which is a survivors' colony. However, assassins try to overthrow his rule, and he is turned into a zombie and is forced to fight against his hunger. In space, the Galacti are drawing closer to Earth, but Spider-Man and Luke Cage's hunger begins to subside, and they actually almost become human again. When they arrive on Earth, New Wakanda activates a barrier to keep the zombies in space. Spider-Man and Luke are trapped on Earth, though, and they help the humans against the zombies that manage to get past the barrier, earning the trust of mankind once again. T'Challa offers the zombies a trade, the portal device for the safety of the humans on Earth. They'll be free to travel the multiverse and feast until their hearts are content. The terms are agreed upon, and the humans are shockingly betrayed, and Giant Man leads the zombies against the survivors. Before the survivors can be eaten, though, the rest of the zombies realize that their hunger is gone, and that's when Hulk shows up. He kills many of the zombie heroes in his starved rage, and when he finally does eat a human, he reverts to Bruce Banner. Banner is then killed so that the zombie Hulk never reemerges. Peace is eventually established, and the zombie heroes discuss using the portal device to send the remaining humans to another world. But they're once again betrayed by a member of New Wakanda and sent into another dimension. The zombies arrive on Earth 616, where they begin to attack people, and it's up to Machine Man and Jocasta to travel to Earth 2149 to find a DNA sample of an uninfected human to bring back to Morbius, the living vampire, and a scientist working for Armor to help fight the infection. But they discover that Morbius is actually a zombie from Earth 2149. Armor forces fight against the zombie outbreak and they manage to kill the zombie Morbius. However, one of the zombies uses the Armor teleporter to jump to another reality. In the end, the real Morbius offers to lead a group of the Midnight Suns to hunt down and end the zombies. The team is then given the zombie vaccine and leaps into the multiverse where they hunt down the infection. However, Dormammu has sent the Hood to acquire a sample of this virus, planning to use it for his own means. The Midnight Suns manage to defeat Dormammu's plans and seemingly stop the multiversal zombie infection. But things get weirder from here, so be prepared. In the Marvel Zombies Returns series, the remaining zombie heroes are sent to Earth 2149 by Malcolm Cortez. What follows is the Marvel Zombies at key points in history of the Marvel Universe that was zombified. Eventually, it's revealed that Uwantu is the one who sent the original infected Sentry back in time in an effort to contain the zombie outbreak in a time loop. In Marvel Zombies Evil Evolution, zombie Giant Man and Wasp at one point learned of the Ape-verse. They travel to an ape version of the Marvel Universe to eat everyone there and are quickly scared off by the Ape Vengers. The Ape Vengers then travel to 2149 to stop the zombies before they can try again. After a devastating battle, Zombie Reed Richards leads a group of 8 heroes to alter the timeline so that Giant Man never discovers their universe. We then jump to Marvel Zombies 5, which acts as a sequel to 4 and has members of Armor, including Howard the Duck, traveling to various zombified realities that are merging into the planet Storm. In Marvel Zombies Supreme, a new zombie outbreak is discovered in an underground lab, but this outbreak has infected the Squadron Supreme, and it's up to Jill Harper and her team to stop some of the most powerful heroes and prevent the outbreak from reaching the surface. In Marvel Zombies Destroy, Howard the Duck leads Ducky's Dozen into an alternate reality where the Nazis won World War II with the aid of the zombie army. The Marvel Zombie Universe is part of the smashed together Battle World during the Secret War event as well, meaning that it continued. Held at bay by S.H.I.E.L.D., a giant wall was made by Ben Grimm. The zombie world was used as a punishment for those who would disobey Dr. Doom and was guarded by Elsa Bloodstone, a totally underutilized superhero in the Marvel Universe. And there you have it, a complete history of the Marvel Zombies comic books and a few nods to how they changed some of the more iconic moments of the comics in the TV show. But what do you guys think of the Marvel Zombies universe? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Honestly, I think it's a great idea that they just kind of ran into the ground in the world of comic books, but I'm hoping that we get kind of a revisit to it. One thing that we didn't mention here is that they've also had a manga run for the Marvel Zombies universe, and they've also had a secondary series called Marvel Zombies Resurrection, which kind of retold the entire concept, but then brought it in its own direction. It was an interesting retake on it, and you can see all of those, and you can see all the videos that we have done going into a deep dive of these storylines in the links down below. I'll give you the full stories and the individual ones that we've covered here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. And if you like this kind of content, consider giving us a comment down below. And if you have nothing to say, just drop a smiley face. Also, please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and joining us at our Patreon. Outside of that, guys, I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you next time.